Okay, thank you everyone for joining I think it's our third Spanish English class or English Spanish class. It's for all levels. And we're gonna use like a little story. There's some reading parts to it. You can describe what you see in the pictures in both English and Spanish. We have an official English teacher, Laurel, and we have some native speakers on, and we also have a native Spanish speaker that can help people with Spanish. Here we go. Okay. So I'm hoping people that are on their phones will be able to see this and it won't be too small. Can people see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can see it perfectly.
Okay, good. So I wonder, would someone like to volunteer to either read? You can read the paragraph.
Okay.
Where's my
Hey, Rochelle, I might as well read it since it's all
Oh, yeah,
about
that's a
new
good
car.
idea. Read it and
Just let you
try
go.
a native speaker first. Yes, go ahead.
All right. Pa Pig bought a new car to give to Ma Pig on her birthday. She will certainly be surprised when she sees her new car, won't she?
All right, very good, of course.
Of
Now, would
course.
one of our
Perfect.
English learners like to read it?
Okay, I can read it or not? Can I read
Yes,
it
go
or
ahead,
not?
absolutely.
Okay, Papi bought a new car to give to Ma Pig on her birthday. She will certainly be surprised when she sees her new car, won't she?
Yes. Is it a Mercedes? That's what I want to know.
No, probably. I think that not. But it's very cute.
It is cute. I like how the kids are backwards in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, notice that there's no seatbelts. It's a really old book.
Yes, yes. And they're very squished in there.
Okay. I can't see everybody. Would someone else like to read the paragraph?
Yeah, for sure. I can do that.
Okay.
So, Bad Pig bought a new car to give to Ma Pig on her birthday.
That's right.
She will certainly be surprised when she sees her new car, won't she?
And this won't is the contraction of what?
Will not.
Would not.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you said it right. Won't. I just wanted to point that out. It's a contraction.
Uh-huh.
Can I point one other thing out?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we say won't she, do you guys know what that's called? Like what grammar rule that is?
It's
called a tag.
Tag questions.
Yeah, it's a form of a question that's known as a tag or a question tag. So you match it with the verb. So if you say will, and then you say will not, we turn it into won't, but we say the same form of the verb with the negative. So will to won't.
So if the sentence is positive, the tag question is negative and the other way.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it could be the opposite too. It could be negative and then positive. So good rule to know.
Okay, that's why we have an English teacher here, because I did not know that.
And now you do, Rochelle.
Now I do. I'll try to remember that. All right, so would anybody like to describe it? Anybody that's learning Spanish want to describe it in Spanish?
Okay. Bueno, estamos viendo en este dibujo que es que hay como una, no sé, una tienda, ¿no? O un negocio de venta de coches. Hay un señor enfrente de la puerta, me imagino que será el dueño del negocio, que está saludando a Papi, que me supongo que habrá comprado un nuevo coche. Como veis, el coche es rojo y lleva a sus hijos detrás, que son cerditos, y él también es un cerdito.
That's a lot different.
That is a lot different.
También vemos muchos coches a la derecha del dibujo, ¿de acuerdo? Que hay diferentes modelos. Hay un coche, dos coches azules, uno verde, otro me parece que es naranja y un coche amarillo que se acerca también por la carretera al coche de Papik.
So how do you say Pa Pig in Spanish?
Bueno, me imagino que será el cerdito, el papá cerdito,
How do you say pig?
cerdo.
Cerdo.
Okay.
Lo he puesto en diminutivo porque creo que suena más para niños. Mapik, papik,
Yeah, Pa and Ma are like nicknames.
papá cerdo, mamá cerdo, sería.
Right. Do you say papa in Spanish?
Sí,
Okay. Right. Now it's getting hot.
Papa, mama. And then like mamacita, papacita.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
Like the diminutive.
No?
Nosotros para hacer el diminutivo de mamá y papá decimos no sé, papaíto, mamita, pero no solemos decirlo mucho. Papi, mami, sí decimos.
Yes, papi and mommy. I know that. Okay.
Mi papi, mi mami, pero no es muy,
Hola,
no es
grandmother.
muy común.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Now I'm gonna move the picture a little bit. All right, so we have another paragraph here. And I'm gonna read it and then I'll have people read it. On the way home, Pa stopped at a drugstore. When he came out, he got into a Jeep by mistake. You should be wearing your glasses, Pa Pig. Harry and Sally thought that Pa had swapped cars with a soldier. Can I get someone else to read the paragraph?
That's
Okay.
big one.
Okay, Mike.
On the way home. Okay, I'm on the way home.
What I didn't want to do.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
mute.
On the way home, Matt stopped at drugstore. When he came out, he got into a Jeep by mistake. You should be wearing your glasses, Pa Pig. Harry and Sally thought that Pa had swapped cars with a soldier. Any feedback?
I thought you did really well. Laurel, I'm not sure if Laurel is able to listen. I know she's helping her husband with fixing her car. Dr. Huan, what did you? I thought your pronunciation was really good on it. Would somebody like to describe the picture?
In what language?
Well, either English or Spanish.
Okay.
Not Martian.
Not Martian. Okay. Oh, well, let's start on the imagination. And Pa Pig had some problems with vision since he's not a young guy. So when he went out the drugstore, he mistakenly hijacked. Can I use this word? Or
Hijacked, I guess you could use it.
with the car, or only with the planes, airplanes?
I would say, I mean, occasionally I might have heard it with a car. I'm not sure if Ken or anyone else can pipe in. But for sure, I'd say he mistakenly took the wrong car.
Okay, he mistakenly took the wrong car and started to drive like it's stolen, and everybody on the road was staring at him while he's driving at a higher speed, while trying to be on time to cross the traffic lights on the green lights.
Yes.
I don't
very
know how he started the car if he didn't have keys.
You don't need keys
good
for a Jeep.
question.
You don't need keys for a Jeep. They don't have keys. World War II cars, sorry, World War II Jeeps don't have keys. I've got one. You don't need a key.
Well, we
Okay.
needed a key for our Jeep. We had a Jeep and we needed keys for it.
But this is a World War
War
II
II?
Jeep.
World War II, you don't need keys.
Is it
But
for us?
it doesn't matter.
You know what? Let me see this.
Technically, there are 3 people in my car. We all own them. You don't need keys. You get in, you start the engine. So, yeah, in terms of taking the wrong car,
All right. Okay, so World War II Jeep, we learned something new. You don't need keys, and Ken has one. That's interesting to know. All right, would anyone else like to describe the picture?
Waiting for Wong to describe the picture because he hasn't talked before.
Hi.
Hello, Wong.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. So we have 2 cars. 2 cars here. I mean, car is the green one. The blue one. That is Pa. So he's driving home, right? He was driving home.
He was leaving the parking lot or the drive. I don't know where he was.
Oh, but I mean, when he came out, but he got into a Jeep by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he got confused about his car, his vehicles, by a mistake.
By mistake. That's right.
yeah.
Oh,
By mistake.
okay.
I have a question. What's the meaning of drugstore?
Oh,
Because
drugstore.
it could be
Pharmacy.
chemist.
Medicine. It's a place to sell medicine.
Chemist or pharmacy?
Puede ser droguería.
Yes,
Drogeria.
same thing. Drogeria would work as well.
Drugstore.
Drugstore,
Yeah,
drogeria,
drugstore.
farmista.
Chemical and medicine.
Yeah.
But
chemistry.
drugstore, like droguería, it has another meaning in Spanish.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
we sell different things, not
Pharma-
only medicines.
Yeah.
here in the U.S. too, you can buy almost anything in the drugstore.
Okay.
But not chemicals.
Yeah, not chemicals.
Oh,
But you
baby.
can buy makeup, you can buy food, you can buy snacks. But
Exactly.
you also can go there to get over-the-counter medication, and you can go there to get the medication that your doctor wrote you or now does online, your prescription drugs.
Medication.
Medication, yes. So
They will sell
Yes, I think you
medicine
got
following the like a doctor write down something.
yeah,
How can
Yeah,
say
a
prescription, right?
Yeah, drugstore US, chemist or pharmacy also work.
Yeah, in America, we drugstores, pharmacies, or Walmart.
Yes, Walmart.
Yeah, or Walmart, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go on to the next page. All right, now, who would like to read or describe the picture?
Okay. Always ready.
Okay.
Supermarket. Stop that, if I'm not mistaken.
Thief.
Stop that. Yeah.
Thief,
Then he thief.
thief.
Did
Yeah,
I get it right?
thief.
Okay, thief. Right. Okay, thieves. Okay, stop thief. Then he went to the supermarket. When he came out, he got into a police car. You made a good swap, Daddy, said Harry. But Pa wasn't listening. And he didn't seem to be thinking very well either. Don't you agree?
Very good, yes. So he got into the police car. He left the
No,
Jeep.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, I want to describe it. So
Okay.
the pa turns out to be a professional, a professional in terms of switching the cars. So now he just took a police car mistakenly, but it's really hard to use this word mistakenly because it's second time he's doing this. And now the police officer is in trouble and trying to stop and catch the thief, but I don't know if the pa is going to make a way out, because on his way I can see some nails on the road, so he's going to end up with a flat tires, and it's not going to be a good day for him.
I would agree. I noticed those.
Thank you.
Okay. Who else would like to read this?
I'm going to read the paragraph in
Okay.
English and Spanish. Okay.
Okay.
Then he went to the supermarket. When he came out, he got into a police car. You made a good trap, Daddy, said Harry. But Pa wasn't listening, and he didn't seem to be thinking very well either. Don't you agree? Swap.
Swap. Yes.
is-
Okay. It's good. I wasn't sure if you had it right the first time, but that's perfect.
Yes, probably not. Entonces él fue al supermercado. Cuando él salió, él cogió un coche de policía. Has hecho un buen cambio, papá, dijo Harry. Pero papá no estaba escuchando. Él no parecía pensar tampoco, no parecía que estaba pensando muy bien. ¿No estás de acuerdo?
Sí, estoy de acuerdo. All right, let me see. I will try to describe a little bit in Spanish. Papá, salí al supermercado y entonces toma una cara de policía en error. Pero yo creo que él no va más lejos porque hay no sé, en español, estos
Tornillos o
tornillos, y él tenía un problema con sus rodillas.
con sus rodillas, no, con sus rodillas, no, con sus ruedas.
Ruedas.
Ruedas es tires, I think, in
Tires.
English.
Yes,
Y,
tires.
y rodillas es knees.
Oh, oops.
Totally different.
Totally different. Oops.
Totally different.
All right.
How do you say barrendero in English? This is the guy that it is next to the blue car, to the police car. How do you say barrendero?
This guy here?
Here, next to the police car.
Oh, do you mean the one with a
Yes.
bicycle or something like this?
Exactly. It's the one that you are
I think
pointing out.
I think he is a street sweeper
Street sweeper. Okay.
because he's got a sweeper thing. And yeah, I think that's what he is.
We can see that he doesn't need keys for.
He doesn't need keys for the police car either.
For any car.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only thing is, like, sometimes police cars leave their police officers sometimes
Okay.
running, but let's see what happens next.
Probably.
Because, like, he got the Jeep because you didn't need keys for a World War II Jeep, as Ken says. And now he's got the police car. And, I think a tractor, you might not need keys either. All right, is this big enough for you, Isabel?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Who would like to read or describe the picture?
I want to.
Well, I have an idea. I would like you to read it for us. I mean, you're a native speaker, so after this, I think other members can take their turns.
Okay.
What do you think?
Would you like a native speaker to read it first, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it. Next, he drove to a fruit stand to buy some apples. When he left, he took Farmer Fox's tractor. But Pa is absent-minded, isn't he? Ma will certainly like her new tractor, said Sally to Harry.
Okay, thank you. Next, he drove to a fruit stand to buy some apples. When he left, he took Farmer Fox's tractor. But Pa is absent-minded, isn't he? Ma will certainly like her new tractor, said Sally to Harry. And to describe this picture, I would say that as I mentioned before, the Pa got into trouble, but that wasn't the end of the story because he made his way out with a tractor trailer. So he ended up with a flat tire in the police car, but he was lucky enough that on the field there was a tractor left by a farmer who just wanted to rest, and the keys also were in the, what do we call it?
The ignition.
The ignition, the place where we put in, right?
Yeah. Although some tractors don't need keys too. So it could have been that the keys were left in ignition, or it could be a tractor that doesn't have keys.
If it doesn't have a key, okay. So the tractor was so modern, just it started as he sat on the driver's seat, and he just started to drive the tractor, and the kids also were sitting in the trailer where their apples would be bouncing while the Pa is driving at a higher speed again. Yeah. About Fox, yeah. And the farmer was just resting until he saw that his tractor was being hijacked by an absent-minded Pa. So he just lost his consciousness and fall down.
I think I see a problem too, like another problem that Pa is going to have. Anybody
Is it a
see another?
sea or water?
Well, I see something happening to the tractor. Anybody see something?
Oh yeah, I see that the wheels are.
There's a back wheel. Back wheel.
The back wheel. What's going to happen to the back wheel?
Back wheel broken. It's
Yep.
broken.
It's broken. It's falling off.
Yeah.
For a part.
Yep. That happened to me once. I had a wheel come off of my van. I was coming to a traffic kind of stop, and there was construction, and all of a sudden I heard the construction people say, "Look out!" And I looked back, and my wheel had come off, and it went into the construction area. I was lucky that I wasn't going very fast.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
it's
it is
dangerous.
very dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Even sometimes tires can be broken and explode like a bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
The tires, yeah. Mine was that there's little things that keep your wheels on. I don't remember what they're called, but they weren't tight enough. They're lug nuts. That's what they're called. They would be here.
Ajá,
And they weren't tight enough, so they came
Uh-huh.
loose. And that's why the wheel fell off.
ajá.
So absent-minded mean crazy.
It means forgetful. Forgetful. All right. Now, this next part of the story is down here. Who would like to read this? Or Isabel, you could translate it into Spanish for us.
Ok. Ellos pararon para ver un fuego. Cuando el fuego fue extinguido, ellos se fueron en el camión de bomberos. ¿Cómo puede alguien hacer tantos errores? O cometer tantos errores.
All right. Thank you. I'll read it in English and then people can read it. They stopped to watch a fire. When the fire was out, they left in the fire engine. How can anyone make so many mistakes?
Rachel, I can notice that when you read, for example, they stop to watch a fire, and I usually pronounce a fire.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they stopped to watch a fire.
A fire. You pronounce a fire, and I always pronounce a fire.
Oh, okay, so you know A?
Is it wrong?
No,
Is it
it's
wrong?
both ways. A can be A, it can be pronounced
Uh-huh.
A or
Uh-huh.
ah. So you can say they stopped to watch a fire or they stopped to watch a fire. It's both ways.
Okay.
So both are correct. It's kind of like tomato, tomato,
Uh-huh.
potato, potato. And it's just like also the word the. And let me see if I can find, is there any the in here? The can be the or the. So I can say,
Uh-huh.
in the fire engine or in the fire engine. They're both
Uh-huh.
correct.
Okay.
All right. Would anybody like to read that?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice. Okay, I think you were going to go ahead, right? Okay.
No.
Now, would you like to read the paragraph? This paragraph.
They stopped to watch a fire. When the fire was out, they left in the fire engine. How can anyone make so many mistakes?
All right. Thank
It
you.
is supposed that you don't need a key for.
Again, yeah, you don't need a key
Okay.
or I mean, do firefighters leave the key in the ignition? I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah,
That is very lucky.
yeah, exactly. So would anybody like to describe the picture?
No, yeah. First of all, I want to read it.
Go ahead. Yeah, you've made you that.
They stopped to watch a fire or a fire, both ways correct. When the fire was out, they left in the fire engine. How can anyone make so many mistakes? So I think here we have, I'm not so sure about what car was on fire. Where did it come? So I think this is just a transport. Is this the police car? I don't think so.
No, it's this little car here.
Yes, so that police officers who were chasing the absent-minded car had to deal with another problem. Meanwhile, their target is making a way out. So the boarding car has to be had to be put out by the police officers and the firefighters. Meanwhile, the car took advantage of this because everybody was just trying to put out the car, and the PA just got the fire, what do we call it? Fire brigade's car?
This is called a fire truck.
Fire truck. but it's not kind of like. Where is the water? Where do they get the water?
The water they get from fire hydrants.
Okay, I got it. So the absent-minded Pa just got the car insanely again and started driving towards somewhere, and the grandchildren of that Pa was just waving goodbye. Firefighters. And I think here that the firefighters tried to stop the Pa just trying to shoot at him with a water cannon. But it was just a fun for the kids, and they had a good time, but they couldn't manage to stop the fire truck.
Absolutely. Did anybody notice anything strange that the firefighters have?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see the belly.
Oh,
What?
you can see the belly? What about
Really?
And a pan in the
Oh, they had so many things.
in the head.
Their helmet instead
the
of
head.
helmet they are wearing. What do we call it?
this
Boiling
one?
pan?
This one is a colander for spaghetti, and this one is a pan.
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 And how about the next? Maybe a bloom?
This one, yeah, this one looks like a broom. You're right, I
Oh.
didn't notice that. And this character here is in a bunch of pictures. He's a worm.
So they have barefoot.
Yes, they don't have any shoes on. You're right, they have bare feet, no shoes. I don't think anyone in
Okay.
these stories have shoes. They're all animals. Like the
Yes.
farmer doesn't have any shoes. The mice don't have any shoes on. The policeman don't have any shoes. I don't think they wear shoes in the stories. That's a good observation. They are all bare feet. Bare feet. All right, let's find out what's going to happen next. Okay, so we have the next one. I will read it and then others can read it.
Okay.
Then they stopped to watch some workers who were digging a big hole in the ground. No, Pa did not get into that dump truck, but by mistake he got into ... What's he gonna get into? And then I'll read this bit and other people can read it. Hey Joe, you forgot to turn off the motor. Oh, now we know what's happening. Why can he drive away with all these things? Because people are forgetting to turn off the motors.
Charles Motor. Okay.
Okay, would anybody like to read this?
Yes, I'm going to read it. Then they stopped to watch some workers who were digging a big hole in the ground. No, Pat did not get into that dump truck. By mistake, he got into... Okay, hey yo, you forgot to turn off the motor.
All right, thank you. That was very good. Would anyone else like to read it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So then they stopped to watch some workers who was digging a big hole in the ground. No, Pa did not get into the dump truck, but by mistake, he got into. Hey, Joe, you forgot to turn off the motor.
Okay, now I think it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Then they stopped to watch some workers who were digging a big hole in the ground. No, but did not get into that dump truck, but by mistake, he got into. Hey, Joe, you forgot to turn off the motor. So who is describing it?
Who would like to describe the picture?
I'm going to describe the picture in Spanish.
Okay, thank you.
Bueno, como vemos, aquí el problema es bastante mayor. Vemos a los bomberos que vienen corriendo. Me imagino que irían persiguiendo a Pat, que cogió el coche de bomberos, pero vemos que no sabemos si o se quedó parado o no lo sé, o salieron para ver algo, porque vemos que por error una hormigonera ha vaciado todo el hormigón encima del coche de bomberos. Un desastre. Mientras tanto, a ellos lo vemos que están como mirando algo, que está pasando algo, no lo sé, y los trabajadores, un trabajador le dice al otro que se han olvidado de apagar el motor, y por el desastre que ha ocurrido es, bueno, pues que el coche está fatal. No sé qué van a hacer con él. Me imagino que pasará alguna otra cosa también muy extraña en la siguiente página, no lo sé.
How do we say thank you in Spanish?
Gracias.
Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
Ok,
Gracias. Okay, I got it. Gracias.
de nada.
And
Okay.
that's you're welcome. De nada.
De nada. Okay. It's so nice. I'm learning a new language here. I mean, new languages.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Would anyone else like to describe it, or shall we find out what Pa drove away with?
Well, I want to do that. So, while they were driving, and there was a dump truck in the middle of the road, and the driver of the dump truck was just absent-minded as the Pa, so he was just smoking, enjoying the landscape on the highway of the California. And since it was so hot, he was out just to cool down himself, but he forgot to cool down the engine, so he left the engine on working. Unfortunately, the Pa ran into the dump truck, and their fire truck turned into. They found a fire truck. How do we say this word? Pull down.
I think that the fire truck got covered.
Oh, got covered
Covered
with
with dirt.
or in? Got covered with the. I think this is fertilizer, or is it just a soil?
I think it's dirt because they said they were digging a hole.
Okay, so what do we call
Could
it?
be cement.
I think it's just dirt.
So it's a
It's
dirt.
dirt
Yes.
in the ground. Like they were digging a hole in the ground, and this is the dirt
Okay.
that was from the ground.
Okay.
So it's just dirt.
So they found the fire truck covered with dirt, and when they turned back and they saw a firefighter and a couple of police officers were running after them, barefoot in California.
Nice.
It
I
was
like
really
your
hot.
story.
And so, but the Pa was that absent-minded. He and their grandkids decided just to enjoy the spectacular view of the California. And
Right.
in the end, the work manager just yelled at the absent-minded driver of the dump truck, saying, "Hey, Joe, you forgot to turn off the motor." Unlike the other characters, other officials like firefighter and the police officers, they were wearing appropriate helmets as construction workers.
Ujú.
They both.
Very good. Oh, I'm just going to erase this and we'll move on and see what's happening next. Okay. Oh, all right.
Oh.
I will read the paragraph first. Roger Rhino's power shovel. Ma Pig was certainly surprised to see her new car. But Pa, do you know how to stop it?
Okay.
All right. Who would like to read that?
Come on, Marshall. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm going. Roger, is this Roger or how do you pronounce it?
Roger.
Roger. Okay, Roger Rhino's power show. Ma Pig was certainly surprised to see her new car, but Pa, do you know how to stop it?
Very good. Can you say shovel?
Shovel?
Shovel. Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure if it was 100% the first time. That's why I needed Laurel here, but she's helping her husband fix the car because she's really good at listening to people's pronunciation. All right, awesome. Huan, I can't see who else is here. Huan, would you like to try?
Yes. I want to read.
Go ahead.
So Roger Rhino's power shovel. Ma Pig was certainly surprised to see her new car. But Pa, do you know how to stop it?
Okay, awesome. Would anybody like to describe what's happening?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, so actually the absent-minded Pa wasn't actually absent-minded. She was just angry that her wife didn't cook the pie properly, so she just wanted to make a surprise, just scaring her wife if she is not going to learn how to make the pie appropriate. So she just started to scare, but it took too far. But he took it too far, so he started to scare his wife by showing some kind of red, what do we call it? Crane? It is crane?
Crane.
Yes, I believe
Shovel.
this is a crane, a shovel, but it's a shovel, but I think it's a crane technically.
So doing some aggressive maneuvers to scare, but unfortunately he lost the control over it and it was about to turn into a tragedy. But I don't want it to be tragedy, so.
There's always happy endings in Richard Scarry's books, even though his last name is Scary, but they are always happy endings, so don't worry, no tragedies here.
Okay.
All right. Shall we, anyone else want to go, or shall we move to the last page?
Puedo
Hello, guys.
describirla en español si quieres.
Oh, sí.
Vale. Bueno, me parece que tenemos a un compañero, Marshall, que tiene una imaginación excelente, pero yo me parece que lo que ha pasado es que se ha vuelto a confundir otra vez de vehículo y ha cogido esta vez una pala mecánica. Entonces no sabe manejarla, no sabe conducir bien ese vehículo y al llegar a casa pues su mujer lo ve y fíjate lo que pasa, que va con la pala y va arrastrando todo su camino, incluso está a punto de atropellar a su propia esposa. Increíble. Veremos qué pasa. ¿Puedes tú describirla, Raquel?
Oh, okay.
Rachel.
Pa
Te
Pig.
digo Rachel Y porque es Raquel o Rachel.
Raquel en español, Rachel en
Raquel
francés, sí, sí.
exacto.
Ah, sí. So, Pa Pig toma una crane,
Una pala mecánica.
una pala mecánica, después de un momento, mi papá.
Después de,
El papá, después del bombero,
después de equivocarse con el coche de bomberos.
sí, sí. Sí. Y el papá manejar en una dirección de Ma Pig. Y en ¿cómo se dice la shovel parte? La parte de shovel.
Una excavadora.
Una excavadora, hay una, oh, I don't know how to say this.
Unas palas.
Una sala.
Palas o
Palas.
dientes
Sí,
puntiagudos.
sí. Y Ma Pig es muy sorprendida. Está muy sorprendida.
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 Sí.
Muy bien.
Surprised.
Sorprendida. Ah.
Muy bien. All right. Thank you. That's it. That's all that I got.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Ah,
Marshall.
gracias.
Marcia, I
Gracias.
think that you are an alien of an Asian country. Am I
Say that
right?
again.
That I think that you are an alien of an Asian country.
Well, nice guess.
Okay.
Gracia. Gracia.
Okay, gracias.
All right. Let's find out what happens. Oh, I'm going to make this bigger. Sorry. Let me make that much bigger
Yes. Oh.
so we can see. And now we know why he was Roger Rhino. You can see why that's his name is Roger Rhino, because you can see. All right, I will read it.
Who is Roger Rhino?
This is Roger Rhino because you can see, what is he? He is a rhinoceros. All right, I'm going to read the first paragraph. Yes, he did. Oh, here comes Roger now. He has found Ma Pig's new car and is bringing it to her. It looks as though he is very angry with that someone who took his power shovel.
Okay, I'm going to read it,
Okay.
everything in English. Yes, he did. Oh, here comes Roger now. He has found Ma Pig's new car and is bringing it to her. It looks as though he's very angry with that someone who took his power shovel.
Yes.
Gracia.
De nada.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Marshall.
Yes, he did. Oh, he comes. Oh, here comes Roger now. He has found Ma Pig's new car and is bringing it to her. It looks as though he is very angry with that someone who took his power. Shall. Okay, can you read it for me so I can repeat
Yeah,
after you?
though.
Oh, yes. Okay, it looks as though he is very angry. Thank you.
Very good. All right, and Juan, are you still there? I can't see anyone, so. All right.
Juan, are you there?
I'm not sure who's
I
left.
think that not.
Okay, so I will read this last paragraph and people can then read it and we can describe the picture. Roger, please be careful. You are squeezing Ma's little car just a little bit too tightly. Well, let's all hope that Pa Pig will never again make that many mistakes in one day.
Okay, I'm going to read it. Roger, please be careful. You are squeezing Ma's little car just a little bit too tightly. Well, let's all hope that Pa Pig will never again make that many mistakes in one day.
Gracia.
Go ahead, Marshall.
Roger, please be careful. You're squeezing Ma's little car just a little bit too tightly. Well, let's all hope that Pa Pig will never again make that many mistakes in one day.
Very good. Very good. And would you like to describe the picture?
Yeah. Rhino, what was his name? I mean, full name.
Roger.
Roger. Okay. Roger Rhino was mad with anger, and he lost his temper, but he kept his mouth shut since the kids were there. But on his hand, he couldn't manage his anger, and he was just crashing the new boat car in front of the absent-minded Pa, just to give some demonstration signs, since he couldn't tell all he wanted. And the Pa's hat was, is it hat? I think it's a hat. Hat was just about to blow up.
His hat?
What are you hinting at there?
Oh, I was just pointing to his hat, to Pa Pig.
Yeah. The Pa was wearing a hat, since the California is very sunny, and we can see why the Roger Rhino was angry, because his crane with a shovel was just trying to hug a giant tree. No, it was kind of like a hand trying to eat the tree. It's kind of like that.
All right,
That's it. Thank you.
I will try in Spanish. Let me try. Roger, un rinoceronte, está muy enojada con Pa Cerrado, porque su
Excavadora o para mecánica.
Está cochar con el árbol.
Se ha chocado con el árbol.
Sí, y Roger está, ¿cómo se dice? Crushing.
Aplastado.
El coche o el carro de Ma Pig. Y los niños están tristes. Y es todo.
Okay.
Linda, please. All right. Can I read?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Yes. So, yes, he did. Oh, here comes Roger now. He has found Ma Pig's new car and is bringing it to her. It looks as though he is very angry with that someone who took this power shower.
All right. Do you want to read the last paragraph too?
Yes. Roger, please be careful. You are squeering, right?
Squeezing.
Squeezing, all right, because it's not clear. Squeezing. My little car just a little bit too tightly. Well, let's all hope that Pigs will never again make that many mistakes in one day.
All right. So that is all I've got for the pictures. I hope that everyone, I'm going to stop sharing, and I hope that everyone has like enjoyed and learned something from this class.
Of course. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Roger.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.